Touchdown! Welcome to Podcast 11 and a very special playoff edition, folks. We had a student right here who took it upon himself to interview all 8 coaches in a pre-playoff interview. How cool is that? And we've got them for you on this special edition. You can see the first round matchups behind me, and let's get right to the interviews. We're going to start with East 1 versus East 4.
So I'm here with Coach Morrison and the Commissioner of the MRMFL. How are you doing, Coach Morrison?
I'm good today.
So you guys are up against Montreal with Coach Bellio in the first round. How are you feeling about facing Coach Bellio?
Well, here's the deal. We were up against them 2 years ago at 1 versus 4, same game, and they beat us very badly. So you can never count out a number 4 team in the playoffs.
So your team won the East this year. How are you feeling? Have you have an upper hand in this playoffs?
Well, I'm confident because we are the number 1 seeded team and we've won a lot of games. But like I said, it happened 2 years ago. We lost in the first round, so you just never know. It's playoffs, so we got to bring our game like we brought all year. To be honest with you.
Thanks, Coach Morrison.
No problem.
Hello, I'm here with Coach Bellio of the Montreal Alouettes. How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, so you guys in the first round of the playoffs are facing the dominant Toronto Argos and Coach Morrison. How are you feeling about that?
I feel pretty good. We've played them before. Coach Morrison is an awesome coach. He runs a really tight ship in Toronto. He's a really structured game, and it's going to be a good one for sure. We know that they like to typically run shorter routes, and they spread the ball around nicely, so we're going to have to really focus in and play some tight defense, which is something that we've struggled with this year. Offensively, I think we can match them, but defensively, we're going to have to really, really sharpen up.
How do you guys feel about placing a 4th spot in the Eastern Division of the MRMFL? How are you going to redeem yourselves this playoffs?
As far as I'm concerned, we lost some really close games, probably a couple that we should have won. But that said, the regular season really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's the big dance, which is the playoffs, and we made it to the dance, so we're ready to go. All
right, thanks, Coach Bellio.
Oh boy, that looks like it's going to be a great tilt. Here's the interview for East 2 versus East 3.
I'm here with Coach Vasquez from the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. How are you, Coach Vasquez?
I'm good.
All right, great attitude. So you are facing the Hamilton Tiger Cats and Mr. Zach in the first round. How do you feel about that?
Well, we are the Blue Bombers, and we're not really afraid of any, what are they, the Hamilton Kitty Cats?
Oh, great confidence. So you guys had a pretty good season, winning 3 of your 7 games with a really good pass completion. How are you going to continue that in the playoffs?
I'm probably going to use one hand and 1 foot so it can stay like a close game with the Hamilton Kitty Cats.
All right, thanks, Coach Vasquez. So I'm here with Mr. Zach of the Tiger Cats. How are you, Mr. Zach?
Not too bad. How are yourself?
Good. So you are facing the Winnipeg Blue Bombers with Coach Vasquez. How are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm feeling very strong. The team is coming around, working well, catching. We got to work on defense. But I feel that we can, meet the Winnipeg Blue Bombers offense and stop them.
All right. Also, you guys finished in the tie for 3rd at the bottom of the East. How do you feel you're going to redeem yourself this playoffs?
By winning.
All right. Thanks, Coach Zach.
Oh, that looks like another great matchup, folks. Let's get right to the West, and here's West 1 versus West 4.
I'm here with Coach Chelier of the BC Lions. How are you, Coach Chelier?
Excellent. How are you today?
Good. You guys are facing Nixon and the Stampeders in the first round of the MRMFL playoffs. How are you going to deal with their offense and defense?
Pretty incredible offense Mr. Nixon has. Yesterday he set a football record for 100% completion rate. He had no first downs. Every time he took possession, he scored. So he's going to be a big threat, and we're going to have to step up big.
All right. As this matchup that you are having here could be a matchup for the semifinal, how are you feeling about Coach Reimer and the Eskimos?
Well, Coach Reimer's a big threat. He came into this league as an unknown and challenged for the best record in the league. He beat the only team that beat us, so he might know something about us that we don't. So we got to dig deep, and hopefully our guys can find it in themselves to...
Thanks, Coach Tellier.
All right, thanks.
I'm here with Coach Nixon of the Stampeders. How are you doing, Coach Nixon?
Very well, thank you.
You guys are facing the dominant Tellier BC Lions in the first round. How are you feeling about facing their dynamic offense?
Looking forward to the challenge.
All right, so you guys didn't have the best of seasons, considering you have won, with your experience, you have already won 2 more mugs. How are you going to take that experience with you into this playoffs?
Well, I think all the guys are going to really bear down and do their best, and we'll come out and hopefully that'll be enough to win.
Thanks, Mr. Nixon.
All right.
Well, that should be another barn burner. Here's the fourth of 4 quarterfinals with West 2 versus West 3.
I'm here with Edmonton coach Reimer for his playoff interview. How are you, Coach Reimer?
I'm doing great. How are you, Bennett?
How are you going to deal with your opponent's defense and offense in this playoffs?
Well, we plan to do our usual shimmy shake. It's our favorite move. What we do is we move any direction that the defender's not.
Wow, sounds great. So I see you are playing a warm-up game with the BC Lions, as this could be a possible semifinal matchup. How are you feeling about facing these guys in the semifinal, if that's the case?
Mr. Tellier's receivers are just amazing. It's just unfortunate that Mr. Tellier is their quarterback.
Thanks for this interview.
All right, no problem.
I'm here with Coach Boards of the Rough Riders. How are you, Coach Boards?
Good, thanks.
You guys are up against the Eskimos in the playoffs. How are you feeling about facing Coach Reimer?
I know it's a strong team. He's a strong coach. But I think our team is rounding nicely into form, and it's going to be a good game. Looking forward to it.
All right. You didn't have the best records with passing early in the season, but at the end of the season, you broke out. How do you feel about getting such a great record?
Well, I think improvement comes with practice, and we had a lot of games out on the field. I think our team's just getting stronger, and things are looking up.
Thanks, Coach Borge.
No problem.
So, folks, there you have it. All 8 coaches ready for battle. The kids are ready for battle. This is just going to be another spectacular playoff season to end the MRMFL season this year. So, folks, all I can tell you is that every coach has assured me that they will be there or be square. Is his camera on, Liam?
Yes.
Oh, look, it's got a record. Oh, it's on.